Thought we'd have a wander around gardens and look at this beautiful vegetable garden. Amazing. You're doing such a good job. You know, I use a lot of these ideas when I go back to the west. You know, I just wish I know bamboo is a weed, but I mean, as far as you can't grow it like in the west, it would take over, but you know what I mean, you can grow it, but it's so handy. Look, you can just use bamboo for everything. When it's here, like it's natural, in its natural environment, you can cut it and just use it. And look at the frames. I love the way he's done the garden. He's good, man. This guy. This is the neighbour. He's growing corn, zucchini, pumpkin, all sorts of different foods. And they must be, they're being pollinated all the time. There's a lot of bees around here, it's good. I just love the gardens. I love my garden back in the west. I think the more and more I kind of move on in life, I realise it's these wholesome, grounded things that I love the most. You know, real life. And you know, gardening and finding food and cooking, and get away from all the other stuff, all the other bad stuff in life. It's all, you know, I know we need the technology and all that, but it's so good to drop it sometimes and just take a hold of the wholesome stuff. Have a look around, do your garden, grow some veggies, stay away from negative people, stay away from negativity. Wholesome stuff's so good. You know, if you're ever struggling in life, I reckon that's the best way to overcome it. Turn away from all the modern problems in society and all the things that are going on, and get down to the grounded stuff. You know, sitting around a campfire, that's what's so good about camping. And apparently it's so good for your health, because you know, you are away from the lights and the electronical devices, and you get back to earth. I think we're missing a lot of that nowadays. You know, I tried to give it to my kids. I took them away all the time, but I've got a feeling one of them now is starting to want to do it. And I've got so much camping gear at home, I can't wait to go and see her and say, take whatever you want. Backpacks, hiking gear, tents. You know, do it. That is the best healer, the best therapy, the best everything. It just brings you back down to earth again. But yeah, I talked about it on the on the first little video I did just before this one, and I just wanted to touch on it again, because it's so important to bring yourself back down to earth again, especially, you know, after you've worked for many years and slogged it, and sometimes not giving yourself the break that you needed because you keep wanting to make the money to pay the bills, to keep on top of what we're expected to keep on top of nowadays, thanks to people like Albanese. But you know, paying taxes upon taxes, you know, giving up our life so they can have their privileges, their so-called privileged lives, huge wages, giving themselves wage rises. Oh, here I go again. They've disencouraged me. Luckily, I'd done my time. But, yeah, if it's all getting to you, get back to earth. Get back to the grounded stuff, the natural stuff. You know, you can do little things even if you work, depending on where you're living, but just get yourself a little veggie garden going. Get out into... It's not about always producing, it's about getting out away from everything, you know, like going for hikes or going for walks or going camping, grounded stuff, cooking, keeping bees, you know, it's a hobby, but it's there's so much, it's so involved, but you don't have to listen to anyone else. I didn't. I mean, I watched a few YouTube channels on it, but you know what? Everyone giving you advice, sometimes, you know what, just do it. Just do stuff for yourself and learn from yourself, learn from your mistakes. I did that with my bees. I didn't listen to all their rubbish. I mean, it's not rubbish, sorry, but I did it my way, and you know what, it worked. You know, nature is in control, not us. Anyway, I just woke up feeling good about, you know, the wholesome stuff in life, the simple things in life. It's what actually matters in the end. You know, being good to people, caring. I think looking after babysitting this little baby makes you realise a lot of things. Turns back the clock for me, and I think about when my kids were babies. But anyway, I'll shut up now. Robbo signing off.